Let's talk about rewarding yourself. So, we've hit on a lot this idea of the importance of like motivation and a feeling of momentum. So, rewards are an important part of this because when we think about the habits of happiness, a lot of these things where we're making these small, consistent investments in our mental and physical health, right? Our well being, our relationships. We don't experience the benefits often until later. And usually in the short term, there's a little bit of a sacrifice. It might not be something big, but it's like, well, I don't really feel like going on my little walk today. Or, I'm really busy and kind of like wound up. I don't feel like trying to sit and meditate for 5 minutes. So you have this short term kind of sacrifice or suffering in order to get long term benefit. That, for us humans, in our basic kind of evolutionary psychology, is really difficult because we're wired to want short-term rewards. Right? We go out, hunt, we kill the animal, and we eat. We go find some berries, we eat. We run away from the predator, we're safe, we feel good. We are evolved in our minds for these sort of like short-term consequence environments. You're not out on the African savannah thinking, well, I can just start putting away these berries into my 401k in 40 years, like I'll be good to go, right? So we need to use this engineering principle to reward ourselves. So there's a couple ways this works. I think one is like immediate, right after the habit. So this is something like, can you shift your routine around? Maybe if you're doing like a morning meditation, I'm gonna have my coffee after the meditation. Or if I want to do maybe like I'm trying to do some course, right, that I'm interested in, or start writing more, right? Can I do that right before dinner and then I eat dinner after as a reward? Could it be something like, well, if I go on my 10-minute walk after lunch, then that afternoon I get to watch my favorite show for 30 minutes, right? All of these, the idea is taking something that right now kind of has like a delayed payoff and we get the benefits later, and trying to get that positive feeling and reward in the short term to help build that habit. Okay, so that's the first kind of level. The second level is what I'd call more like intermediate. So when you hit certain goals, you should celebrate and reward yourself. So this could be something more like, instead of the daily thing or the every time you do the habit, something like, oh, if I go to the gym 5 times this week, then on Saturday, I'm going to reward myself with one small ice cream cone. Right? Be careful with your reward. That could be a slippery slope, I know, with myself. That small ice cream could turn into a massive triple like milkshake blizzard from Dairy Queen. So you want to be a little careful with it, but it could be something like that, or it could be like, let's say you want to start doing yoga once or twice a week. Well, let's say if I do 8 yoga sessions by the end of the month, then I'm going to buy myself this new shirt or whatever, something I want, right? Or if I stick to my diet every day for 3 weeks, I'm going to get a massage. We want to make sure our reward doesn't undermine the thing we're just trying to do, right? I want to stick to my diet for 5 or 6 days and then I'm going to eat whatever I want on Sunday, right? Like that kind of isn't super aligned. But thinking about engineering in some sort of reward in both like your immediate kind of daily or kind of whatever cadence you're doing your habit on, but like that immediate one, and then an intermediate one to recognize the progress you're making over like the days and weeks and months. Both of those, again, think in terms of behavioral psychology, very important for sticking with these things and enjoying the process. Because the bottom line is, if you don't, it's going to be hard, but if you don't enjoy and feel that sense of intrinsic pull as you develop some of these habits, they're not going to last. And like, what was the point if you didn't enjoy it? These are the habits of happiness we're talking about, not the habits of productivity or something. So enjoy the process, have fun with these rewards, use them to support yourself and encourage yourself, because this is a really hard thing we're doing, building these habits of happiness. So that's it for today.